Cat and mouse, cat and mouse.
Philip!
Which is the cat and which is the mouse?
That's enough of that.
Mind your own business.
That's enough, Philip.
I told you before, mind your own business.
It really isn't any of my business. I'm not his keeper. With him in this condition, though, there doesn't seem to be much point in your staying, Rupert. That is, unless you came back to find something besides your cigarette case.
You mean, for example, to find if you really got rid of David?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Oh, you're as romantic as Janet. I don't think for a moment that you kidnapped David. Well, I will admit that Janet put the notion in my head. I never would have mentioned it if it weren't that you seem to be carrying fear of discovery in your pocket.
What?
That's a gun, isn't it? That piqued my suspicions more than anything else. And to tell you the truth, it really scares me a little.
I'm terribly sorry, Rupert. I don't blame you, but well, here. You can relax. I have to take it up to the country. There have been several burglaries, and Mother's a bit on edge. Finished, Philip?
All right.
Did you hear what Rupert said about the gun? He thought.
It's odd, the way one can pyramid simple facts into wild fantasies, isn't it?
We all do, don't we, Philip?
Yes.
Particularly after a few drinks. How was yours, Rupert?
I think I'll be running alone.
Philip, you'll feel much better once you get out in the open air. I don't think there'll be much traffic, and we ought to make good time.
It's a lovely night, and you'll be heading up in good weather. I almost wish I were going with you. It might be rather exciting. Driving at night always is, but to go with you and Philip now might have an additional element of suspense. You were right, Philip. Those books were tied clumsily.
He's got it. He's got it.
Philip!
He knows.
All right,
he knows.
easy.
He knows.
Easy, I'll take care of
No! I'd kill you just as soon as I'd kill him. Just sooner. This is what you wanted. Somebody to know. Somebody to see how brilliant you are, just like in school. I told you he'd find out, but no. Oh, no. You had to have him here. Now we're done for.
Shut up. Shut up!
No! You made me do it, and I hate you. I hate both of us.
You stupid, babbling drunk. I'm sorry, Rupert.
I'm all right. I'm all right. If you really want to kill, you don't miss. Not at that range.
Of course he didn't want to kill you. He didn't know what he was doing any more than he knew what he was saying. And I didn't want to tell anyone this, but he's becoming a bit of a drunk, Rupert.
Brandon, could you stand over there, please?
Philip is drunk, Rupert. Surely you don't take these nightmare ideas of his seriously.
Brandon! I'm tired. In a way, I'm frightened too. But I don't want to fence anymore.
What are you going to do?
I don't want to. But I'm going to look inside that chest.
Are you crazy?
I hope so. With all my heart, I hope I'm crazy.
Rupert, this has nothing to do with you.
I've got to.
Don't.
I have to look inside that chest.
All right. Go ahead and look. I hope you like what you see.
Oh, no. 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 Rupert. I couldn't believe it was true.
Rupert, please.
Please what?
Listen to me. Just listen. Let me explain.
Explain? Do you think you can explain that?
Yes, Yes, to you I can, because you'll understand.
Understand?
Rupert, remember the discussion we had with Mr. Kentley? Remember we said the lives of inferior beings are unimportant? Remember we've always said, haven't we, you and I, that moral concepts of good and evil and right and wrong don't hold for the intellectually superior? Remember, Rupert?
Yes, I remember.
That's all we've done. That's all Philip and I have done. He and I have lived what you and I had talked. And I knew you'd understand because, don't you see, you have to.
Brandon, till this very moment, this world and the people in it have always been dark and incomprehensible to me. And I've tried to clear my way with logic and superior intellect. And you've thrown my own words right back in my face, Brandon. You were right, too. If nothing else, a man should stand by his words. But you've given my words a meaning that I never dreamed of. And you've tried to twist them into a cold, logical excuse for your ugly murder. Well, they never were that, and you can't make them that. There must have been something deep inside you from the very beginning that let you do this thing. But there's always been something deep inside me that would never let me do it. And would never let me be a party to it now.
What do you mean?
I mean that tonight you've made me ashamed of every concept I ever had of superior or inferior beings. But I thank you for that shame. Because now I know that we are, each of us, a separate human being with the right to live and work and think as individuals, but with an obligation to the society we live in. By what right do you dare say there's a superior few to which you belong? By what right did you dare decide that that boy in there was inferior and therefore could be killed? Did you think you were God, Brandon? Is that what you thought when you choked the life out of him? Is that what you thought when you served food from his grave? I don't know what you thought or what you are. But I know what you've done. You've murdered. You've strangled the life out of a fellow human being who could live and love as you never could and never will again.
What are you doing?
It's not what I'm going to do, Brandon. It's what society's going to do. I don't know what that will be. I can guess. And I can help. You're going to die, Brandon. Both of you. You're going to die.